Hi crocheters of the world. In this tutorial I want to show you how to crochet a dahlia flower. It's this one is the one that I made first, and I actually wanted to transform it into a nice brooch, so I did it. I just transformed it into a nice brooch. I love crochet flowers for brooches, so to put it on a shawl or some, I don't know, scarves, so on. But this beautiful flower can be used to embellish so many projects that we work, or a blouse, or I don't know, a hat or bags or so on. Now this is the first one, this is the second one that I made, and it's not ready yet, so I just want to show you another idea. If you want, actually, with a nice pearl, not pearl, sorry, bead, you can embellish it. Now actually the flower is made in three layers. So this is the first one, it's the smallest one, then the middle one, and the larger one. And then they are put together over in three layers and sewn, and maybe the bead if you want to, but I think with the bead it's really very nice. Okay, now with only the first layer we obtain a really nice flower, and it could be a really nice pair of earrings from my point of view. And only with two we can put it on a cord, nice crocheted cord, like a macrame, Romanian macrame cord, and to create a nice necklace. So it's really it's full of versatility, actually, this flower pattern. Now let us begin. I am working this flower with a 2mm hook. It's an aluminium hook, and a crochet thread number 5. Okay, now let us begin. We will begin with a chain of 4. So let's make the slip knot and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now insert the hook into the very first chain made. Keep like this your chain into your fingers, yarn over and pull through 2 loops to slip stitch to close your ring. Now chain 3 for the very first double crochet, and chain 2 for the chain 2 space, so chain 5. Yarn over, and now insert the hook into your chain 4 ring and work 1 double crochet, chain 2, and again insert the hook and work 1 double crochet and chain 2. Around the chain 4 ring, double crochet, chain 2. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need 4 more for a total of 8 double crochet, 8 chain 2. 1, 2. Now again double crochet and chain 2. Now again double crochet and chain 2. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the last one. With this double crochet we have 8 double crochet, chain 2 more, and insert the hook into the third chain of the beginning chain 5. Third chain is the top of our double crochet, beginning double crochet, and slip stitch to join. Now this is what we have, and on this actually foundation we will work the petals. We will have 8 petals. Now chain 3 and turn your work. into the very next double crochet, insert the hook and slip stitch, chain 2, and turn again your work with the front side facing you. Yarn over and work into your chain 3, 5 double crochets. This is the first part of the petal. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we will continue with the second part of the petal on the double crochet under here on the left side actually of the petal, so here, this one. Okay, so I will turn it like this. Here it is, my double crochet, yarn over around this, which is actually my first double crochet, the chain 3. Let us work 5 more double crochets. 3, 4, 5. So as you can see, I fold the flower in 2 just to see better the double crochet where I have to work my 5 double crochets. Okay, and now fold this last group of 5 double crochets over the first one, like this. And we are again on the back side. Insert the hook into the stitch where you slip stitched first with the chain 3. Into the same double crochet, insert the hook and slip stitch again. Now turn your work just to see your first petal made. Okay, so we are again on the back side of our flower. Chain 3 and insert the hook into the very next double crochet and slip stitch. Now chain 2, turn your work with the front side, yarn over and into the chain 3. Let us work the first group of 5 double crochets of our petal. 3, 4, 5. Now we will work the second group on the double crochet here. So it's actually the very next double crochet. This is the first where we worked the first petal, and this is the very next. So it's here that around it actually we will work our next group of 5 double crochets of the second petal, so this one. Around the double crochet, and now I can fold it like this and work easily my last group of 5 double crochets of the second petal. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now fold them together like this, so put them like this, and we are again on the back side. And now insert the hook into the double crochet where you slip stitched for the chain 3, with the chain 3, and slip stitch again. Now we are on the back side. Perfect, because we have to begin with the chain 3 again and to slip stitch into the very next double crochet. It's a little bit tricky, but hope it will be clear. Now chain 2 and back on the front side. Sorry, so turn it on the front side. Yarn over and into the chain 3. Work your 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now here it is, my double crochet. So this is the first, the second where I work the 5 double crochet of the first, the second petal, and this is the third double crochet. Here it is. It's a little bit covered, so we have to pay attention. Yarn over and insert the hook around my double crochet here, third double crochet, and let us work 5 more double crochets. 1, 2 sorry, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now here we have our 10 double crochets of the petal. Now fold them like this, and here we are again on the back side. Insert the hook into the double crochet here where you slip stitched, where we slip stitch for the chain 3 and slip stitch again, and continue on like this for 5 more petals to the end. So chain 3 again, slip stitch, turn, work your 5 double crochets, then 5 more on the double crochet, and so on. I am on the back side again, and I finished my second to last petal, so my 7th petal, and now I just want to show you how to work the last one, because maybe it's a little bit difficult because we don't have very much space here. So chain 3 and insert the hook here into the very first double crochet where you already work your first petal. Oops, and this is not very easy. Okay, and slip stitch, and actually it's here that you have to slip stitch. Oh, I said it's not easy, but okay. Now chain 2, work your 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the last double crochet here work 5 more. 1 to complete your petal, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and now fold. We are on the back side, and as I said before, it's the same first double crochet here. There we have to slip stitch again and chain 1 to secure, and we just can cut the yarn. We can cut it because we are really ready with the very first. Now I just want to open a little bit these nice petals. Okay, and this is the first flower, and we will work actually more or less the same thing, but for the second layer we will work a first round of double crochets. To be more precisely, there will be 20 double crochets, and then in each of our second double crochet we will work a V-stitch, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and into the third round we will work the petals, 10 petals. Okay, so begin as for the first flower layer with 4 chains. Insert the hook into the first chain to join, but keep like this, because actually we want to know where the chain is, where the ring is, sorry, chain 3 and work 19 more double crochets into this tiny chain. 2, 3, so into the chain 4. 20 double crochets. I finished my 20 double crochets. Now insert a hook into the very first double crochet, so actually the chain 3, the beginning chain 3 into the third chain, and of course slip stitch to join. Now, as I said before, for the second round we will chain 3 plus 2, this is for the double crochet in the chain 2 space, and into the same stitch, so into the chain 3, work one more double crochet. Now skip one double crochet and into the next work one double crochet, chain 2 and one more double crochet. Okay, yarn over, skip one double crochet and into the next work one more double crochet, chain 2 and one double crochet. Okay, just continue on like this with the V stitches. Actually they seem like V stitches. They are actually V stitches, and continue on like this for a total of 10 V stitches all around the 20 double crochets of the first round. So I finished my second round, and now the petals. Let's say the same thing, but I just want to show you. So chain 3 and turn. Insert the hook into the very next double crochet, so this one, not this one, but this one. So skip a chain 2 space actually, and slip stitch, chain 2, and turn again into the chain 3, work your 5 double crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, and yarn over. Here on the we are here on the V stitch, so on this first of the V stitch, so the first double crochet of the V stitch, around it work your, we can again fold it, so we will work our second group of 5 double crochets, 4 and 5, and now the same thing, fold the 2 groups like this and insert the hook into the same stitch where you slip stitched and slip stitch again, chain 3, and we will continue on like this. Oops, 1, 2, 3, skip a next chain 2 space and into the next double crochet, slip stitch, chain 2 and turn. Now I just want to show you something, so I just want to work my first group of 5 double crochets here, 3, 4, which is the difference, 1, 2, 3, 4 of working these petals and the petals for the small flower. The difference is that we will not work on this double crochet, so we will always skip, actually not work into the second double crochet of each of our V stitch. So we will already work the second group of the 5 double crochets around the first V stitch, around the first double crochet of the V stitch, and we will always skip the second one. Okay, so the second double crochet of the V stitch will be left unworked over it. Okay, so around it actually, so 2, 3, 4 and 5, and fold. Here we are on the back side, insert the hook into the same single crochet, double crochet where we slip stitch again, chain 3 and we will just continue on like this for a total of 10 petals, because we have 10 V-stitches. So now, as I said before, on the chain 3 work 5 double crochets, and this is the this is my V-stitch where I am working my, so each petal on one V-stitch, okay, this is it. So we don't want to work on the second double crochet of the V-stitch where we just worked our petal. Okay, so one petal on one V-stitch. Okay, so go on, work your petals, and I will be back to show you the third and the last layer. So I finished my second layer too. So I have 10 petals all around, and let's go on and work our third and last layer, and we will chain 4 again, always chain 4, and insert the hook into the first chain. Keep the chain with your fingers while you slip stitch to join. Now chain 3, and we will need 16 double crochets all around. So we have the first one, we have to work 15 more, 15 double crochets around the chain 4 circle, and this is the first round. We'll have 4 rounds here, so 1, 2, the third it's the V-stitch, and the 4 is the round of the petals. So I worked my 16 double crochets. Now insert the hook into the chain 3 of the into the third chain of the beginning chain 3, and slip stitch to join. Now for the second round we will increasing in each of our double crochet. Actually we will work 2 double crochets. So we chain 3, and into the third chain where we slip stitched work 1 more double crochet for the first increase. Now into the second double crochet work 2 double crochets, into the third 2 double crochets, and continue on like this all around for a total of 32 double crochets. I finished the second round too, so I have 32 double crochets, and now for the third and the fourth round will be the same thing as we did for the second layer. So the third round will be the same thing actually of the second round of the second layer, and the fourth will be the same as the third round here, because it will be the petals round. So chain 3 plus 2, yarn over and into the very first double crochet, which is the third chain where we slip stitched, double crochet, yarn over, skip 1 double crochet, and into the very next work a V-stitch, double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet. Skip 1 stitch, and into the next work 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet. So working like this, at the end of this third round we will have 16 V-stitches, and into the fourth round we will work 16 petals for this third layer. So I finished my third round with my V-stitches all around. So I have 16 V-stitches, and now I just have to work exactly the same, the petals, exactly the same manner as I worked them for the second layer. Only that, of course, I will have 16 instead of 10 as I worked here. So exactly the same. I will show you the first one, but 1, 2, 3, it's the same thing. Skip the chain 2, insert the hook and slip stitch, chain 2, turn your work, and 5 double crochets, then here on the first double crochet of the V-stitch work 5 more double crochets, 3, 4, 5, and fold the petal, insert the hook here into the double crochet and slip stitch, and continue on like this for 15 more petals. Now I began this with 16 stitches. For my first one I began it with 20 stitches as for the second layer, and I said to myself this was with 20 and I worked 10 petals. These will be with 20 with 40 for the second round, and I will work 20 petals, and I did so, but it came out a little bit ruffled, and I think you can just see, okay, so it's a little bit ruffled. So in this one I began with 18 double crochets, so into the second round I had 36 stitches and 18. As you can see, it's a little bit ruffled too. So I said to myself, okay, now I will begin with 16, so I will have 16 petals. So 20, 18, and 16. Okay, so you can, I am just telling you this because if you have the same effect, you can just reduce the number. Okay, so from 16 you can just work 14 or 12, but I think with 16 is perfect. With 18 was nearly to perfect but I think with 16 is just perfect. Okay, so for to put them together, it's really easy. You just put them like this, the 3 layers, and just try to sew together them, and then you will sew your bead here in the middle, and you have your flower, Dahlia flower, ready. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and nothing. Yes, see you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.